What's up guys, and welcome back to another video in GCSEs with Serena. So I think it's been a while since my last one. I don't know, but yes, I am back and I have so many more videos planned for this series. So today's video is how to revise science. Now, science is long, it is frustrating, and it is so content heavy. However, it was one of my most fun subjects. I loved science. Although I may not be taking for A-level, I loved GCSE science. It was my highest grade that I got 2 9s, but that does not mean in any way that I'm an expert in how to revise science. These are just some ways that worked for me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, and let's get on to the video. So the first thing I want to tell you guys about is Seneca learning. Oh my god, Seneca is like a lifesaver. Even now in A-level, I use it for psychology. It is such an amazing website, and it's not just for science. There's history, maths, all the subjects. But yeah.
So here's a quick little demo. I just have the biology AQA GCSE higher one there. That's the exam board I did. Yes lads. So it's got all of the topics that you need. Well, sometimes it doesn't have like every single topic, but it has most of them. So anyway, here, so I'm doing homeostasis. So this is kind of the introduction. It gives you like, you know, bits of information, like the key things that you need to remember. Now, I really like about it is it tests you as you go along. So for example, here, one of the ways it does that is you have to fill in the blank in a sentence, which is kind of cool. I wrote my name, obviously that's not the answer, but yeah, and it corrects you if you're wrong. And another way is these kind of things, so you have to pick which statements are right and wrong, and just like toggle the thingy bob along. Again, super duper helpful, and again gives me some information of key things I need to remember. Honestly, don't need to know that now. And then here's another kind of fill in the word blank kind of one. And yeah, so I'm just going to fill in the answer, the actual right answer this time. Ah, yes, we love a smart queen. And yeah, it gives you like diagrams as well, which can make stuff easy to remember. You get multiple choice questions, and it's just a really great revision resource to test and learn knowledge, in my opinion. So yeah.
And one thing to breaking down all of like the massive tons of information for me was revision guides. Oh my god, it was like my holy bible. So I did AQA combined science, so I had this one. It was the GCSE combined science AQA grade 9 to 1, and it had biology, chemistry, physics all in here. Oh my god, I loved this book. But this book was so helpful, not only because it kind of breaks down the information into like points, and it's colourful, and I love me some colour, but at the end of each like topic, it just has questions you can go through to just test your knowledge. Like the hour before the exam, like in the canteen, just sitting there, I would get my friends to like test me on these questions just to, you know, make sure we're all good, make sure we're all Gucci, we're all okay. Honestly, like where I got all my knowledge from was this revision guide. Probably not the best way to just solely rely on revision guide, but it was literally my holy grail. So the next way is kind of more aimed at physics, I would say, because physics has a lot of equations. So flashcards, literally flashcards are the way to go with, for me anyway, when memorizing equations. My school actually printed out some for us, and we could buy them from the school shop. So these were them. So like these are actually from Pixel, which is another really helpful website for science. So yes, we have like potential difference, and then on the back it's just got little diagrams to help you, and it has the equation in word form and then in symbol form, as well as the units, but also flashcards for definitions. So like in biology, you know, a flashcard for what the nucleus is, or what the cell membrane is, or what the cytoplasm is in a cell. Yeah, flashcards can be really helpful, but you have to use them right. So just like making the flashcards and then not using them isn't going to help you revise, which is why I kind of like these, because I didn't have to make them, so my only purpose was to use them. One way to use flashcards is obviously to get someone to test you, and if you don't have anyone else to test you, you can test yourself. So because on one side it says power, I would look at that and I would have to say the equation and then check if I got it right. And also with flashcards, another good kind of way to use them, so you start off by doing like testing yourself, and then you put it into a pile. So if you get it right, you put it into the right pile. If you get it wrong, then you put it into the wrong pile. So then the wrong pile, you will test yourself more frequently, maybe every other day, whereas the pile that you got right, you may test yourself once a week, and then you keep on doing that, and then eventually the wrong ones move into the right, and then maybe you'll forget some, they'll go into the wrong pile, but then that means you're constantly like doing them and learning them and remembering what you need to know. Now, one of the next techniques is one of my favorite techniques. It's posters. I love posters. Now for me, actually, the creating of them is where my revision comes from, because I just like to go extra as hell using colors, diagrams, all of that jazz. But for some people, it may be just creating a poster and sticking it up on your wall, and then every time you pass that, you have to read the poster or something, or recall the information. So I use like little diagrams to help me out. So for example, air pollution, I've just got like little clouds there, or for global warming, I've got the earth like hot fire burning around it. So with science, there's a lot of application. It's not just you need to know the knowledge, you need to know how to apply the knowledge. One way to revise is past papers. Honestly, lifesaver. I loved past papers. I did not love past papers, but past papers are one of the best revision techniques ever. You get to know like the feel of the questions, what they're going to be like, how they're worded, then also looking at the mark schemes, you know, what examiners are looking for, what do they want you to do, and it just gets you, you know, into that kind of exam mode of how you answer exam questions. Also, you know, makes you more comfortable around exam questions, so when you get into the exam, you're not like, questions. So yeah. So another kind of website you can use is Doodle. So I know this is through the school that I have it as well, so you're gonna have to ask your teachers about that. But on Doodle, they have like, you know, quizzes that you can do, as well as like information to go through, like PowerPoints and stuff like that. So Doodle is another really helpful resource site. So another kind of thing that I used was YouTube. YouTube is such a helpful platform. If I didn't understand a concept, if I didn't understand something in science, especially with chemistry, I would just search it up on YouTube, like find a YouTube video explaining it, and it can just be super helpful, especially if you're more of a visual learner. It can be really, you know, nice to see it like in a video. One channel that I can't remember the name of, she did like an hour and a half long videos of all like the basics that you need to know for science, and I know she did for AQA, which was so helpful, thank God. But I watched like that video the day before the exam just to, you know, go over everything as a way of revision. I'll link her channel down below. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember before my biology exam I watched her biology paper 1 video, and it's like an hour and something long, but it was so helpful. Okay, so this has been a very long video, but I hope you guys learned something from it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. And yeah, I will see you guys all next time. Bye!